Well, it may not surprise you to know that my next guest holds the title of the world's strongest 10-year-old. It's Rowan O'Malley, and you can deadlift, I'm reading it here, so I hope it's true, more than double your weight?
Yeah.
Is that right? That sounds pretty impressive as far as I'm concerned. And he's here with his dad, Ben. Hi, nice to see you both. So talk us through what you just lifted there.
So that's a deadlift, and that is 55 kilo.
Which sounds like an awful lot for your age. Is that not a lot? That's a walk in the park for you, is it?
Yeah.
So how much can you actually lift?
So my heaviest deadlift is 127.5 kilos.
Wow. And you have actually competed in various competitions, haven't you? We've called you the world's strongest 10-year-old, and there's a reason for that, isn't there? You've competed against others of your age. So what did you achieve? Tell us about it.
So I back squatted 100 kilo. I bench pressed 57.5 kilo, and I deadlifted 127.5 kilo, and the total was 285 kilo.
Wow! And was this at the USA powerlifting?
Yeah, we went over to we went to the Youth Nationals in America in Phoenix, Arizona, because in the UK Rowan can't compete in powerlifting until he's 5 years old, so we had to go to the States to set records officially. And Rowan, the previous total was 230 kilos, and Rowan broke that by 50 kilo, which is huge for his body weight and his age. So yeah, we're really proud of what he achieved over there.
It's quite extraordinary. We've actually got another little clip of you in action, so let's just see that, shall we? You look pretty excited about that. What was that moment like?
It was absolutely amazing.
Was it? I bet it was. Well, it's quite an achievement. So, Ben, when did you first notice that Rowan was quite strong?
So my background is I train people. I've got a client with a brain injury, and I use the barbell as part of their rehab. So Rowan, since he was born, grew up in that environment, seeing us doing rehab and training with people with more complex needs. So since he could walk, Rowan's been driven. He's been hanging off things, running, jumping, pushing, pulling. He's just always been driven. And over the last few years, particularly, we've seen that it's progressed to see like he can express himself in performance. And when he was 8 years old, he was lifting loads which 10-year-olds were lifting, and so we realised that there was a potential for him to compete, and so that's why we pushed it the last year or so. But yeah, it's been fantastic, and Rowan's probably got another year or so of powerlifting before he wants to move towards playing rugby more, to get to an academy when he's older. That's his big plan. So
rugby's your big ambition, is it?
Yeah.
So you can use some of your strength there on the rugby pitch instead. But have you always felt that you'd wanted to test out your strength? Has that been something that you've always been quite motivated to do?
Yeah.
What do you think was behind that?
I don't know.
Do you think it was seeing what your dad did, or did you just like the challenge?
My dad always ran fitness events, and I saw all the other people doing pull-ups and stuff, and I just went over to the bar, asked my dad if he can pick me up so I can reach, and I tried to do a pull-up. I think I did once when I was about 3,
yeah.
And then that's when I just loved to lift and loved to do all this stuff.
Fantastic. But what was your ultimate ambition then? What would you like to do after this, as far as rugby is concerned? What would you like to do? What's your ambition?
So, obviously rugby's the big thing, but I do want to go back to America and set some more records when I'm 11. So next year, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to work really, really hard for that. But we have to fit rugby in, and so we're going to have to find a way to fit all of that in.
Have you got something very strange but very heavy that you've ever lifted that you can share with us? Have you lifted your father?
Yesterday, I was lifting a woman up about 10 times, a journalist, and they were taking pictures of it. It was pretty heavy.
I may not invite you to do the same here, but I'm sure you'd be capable.
She won't like you saying she was very heavy. I wouldn't say that.
It was very hard because I had to lift it up loads and loads of times.
Yeah. OK, well, it's lovely to meet you, Rowan, and Dad, Ben, as well. Thanks very much, both of you, for coming in, and good luck with all your ambitions, weightlifting and rugby.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.